We're living in a world today where it's not easy, and so we have to do every little thing we can to look after ourselves, those around us, and try to have some type of balance. Whether you're poor, rich, middle class, which really don't exist anymore anyway, black, white, Chinese, Indian, mixed race, whatever, religion, Christian, Islam, Judaism, Buddhist, Hindu, Rastafarian, whichever. We just have to try and find a way to get ourselves in some type of balance order. So this morning I am going to do a little green juice, and I've got here some spinach, cucumber, apple, ginger, and lemon. I'll blend them, but before going to the blending, I just want to have a little chat with whoever is out there listening. Like I will always say, my message is not going to be for everyone, but I can only pray and hope it catches who it needs to catch. As for the rest, I hope you come in line with yourself and, you know, get it at some point. But I was just contemplating and thinking about the struggles many have gone through. Well, all of us at some stage, but there are many people at war with themselves. And at some point, each of us was at war with ourselves as well. But we've come into the healing, or we're still into the healing. Trauma is not an easy thing, and this thing do get passed on from one generation to the other. And if you don't take care of dealing with that trauma, you can spiral out of control, and it can even lead to DEATH. So that is why we have to be careful. We have to go into these things, whether it's physical, mental, spiritually, emotionally, even financially. You have to find a way to deal with these things in a positive way. It's not easy, but we have to do it, because if we don't do it, we're passing down things to other generation, and so things will just completely be in chaos and out of order, and destruction and DAATH will forever keep happening. So remember, pain is inevitable, but suffering don't have to be. All of us go through pain of some type of whatever happened, but don't mean we all have to suffer forever. The eyes shed tears and the heart feels grief. And when the eyes shed tears, don't forget, it's either because you're sad something bad has happened, minus the fake people that fake tears, whatever. We're not talking about those right now. And you also have tears of happiness, but what I'm focusing on is the tears of sadness. When you cry genuine, real tears, it's because something is happening to you which is sad and upsetting you. And that's when you know something is wrong. It's the same way when your heart aches. You don't just ache for no reason. Obviously, it's something there that is hurting you. And these things get into there when it's internal. It's like your whole body just start behaving certain when you can't shut down. All of us, believe it or not, we've gone through something in this life, even myself, and it might be something small or huge. Me, what I have been through, probably it's minor compared to what some people go through. But it's about us overcoming, facing it and dealing with it. Because like they will always say, when some people, addicts into a center, they will say it's about admitting. And if you don't admit that there's a problem somewhere, then the problem will always be there. So it's about facing it. Even when it's scary and challenging, we have to face things. And when we face those things, we have to make other generations even aware of these things, so it does not get passed down. It's just like when some people will say, oh, it's not good to go back in the history and all stuff. And my thing is this: it's good for everyone to know history, no matter what race, class. Because if you don't and you don't pass it down, I'm not saying pass it down in anger and rage, but pass it down, that's why history will keep repeating itself and evil will forever be unleashed. And sometimes you have to go back. I think Ghana used a term and said Sankofa. You have to go back. No matter how negative, as I was saying, sometimes you have to go back into the negative, no matter how negative it seems, in order for a positive outcome to arrive. When you go back, it don't mean you go back there to stay. You just go back there to find out stuff, figure things out, and you take whatever it is that you need to take, and then you enter and move and go forward. But you don't forget, you keep in mind of things, so, you know, evil of history don't repeat itself, obviously. So, you know, try and just get close to the Almighty Creator that gives us life every day while He's still available. Seek, knock, ask. Yeah? And get to that stage where you're in some type of healing. Yeah? And you have a balance. Nothing is ever going to be perfect, but it's about us having the right mindset. And we're able to pass down those same right mindset to our upcoming generation. The next little thing I want to leave with you all as well is this, is even when it seems or feel like you're not doing anything, you're doing exactly what you need to be doing, and all will be unveiled at some point. So anyway, I'm gonna start putting my stuff in to blend. Spinach, cucumber, and my apple. So you all don't forget, whatever you do, drink up your water. And regardless of what's happening, try and find some type of positivity and balance as well, and pass it down as a medicine to whoever you can. And try and draw close to the Most High, our Almighty Creator, that have brought us and our ancestors through a lot. Because indeed, everybody been through something, but you know, when it even comes to our black people, they've been through a lot. We've been through a lot and still going through it. But we will overcome. So just keep that in mind. And whatever good we can put out there, let us do so as well. And it's okay to feel angry and upset from time to time, but we don't have to stay in that zone either. You understand? We rise and we, you know, elevate higher frequency, higher energy, and we give thanks, you know, and to our Creator, and so on. So stay blessed, people, and yeah, as long as you have life, there is hope. So that's my little message for you all today. Oh,